Hello everybody, thanks for coming by the channel today. Today we're here at an old disused campground on the outskirts of Edmonton, and it's not been used for a few years now, so it's nice and quiet for us. With Death Race just 5 days away, I'm here to tell you about how race prep is going, and also to give you a little inkling into what kind of shoes I'm going to be wearing on race day. Death Race is just around the corner, and now that all the hard work has been done in terms of all the training, it's time to prepare with all the gear that I'm going to need on race day, along with nutrition. And I've been doing a little bit of shopping, and I've been out and bought some salty pretzels covered in dark chocolate. I've also bought the good old jelly beans. I purchased some energy gels. I've got some of these exact fruit bars, which are a replacement for energy gels, and just make sure that I get some solids inside of me. And I've also bought some Pringles and some Ritz crackers to supplement this. And of course I will be using the aid stations on race day. The most important thing for me though is the gear that I wear, and in particular my shoes. So for my past few races I've actually been wearing the good old Salomon shoes, but as you can see, they do tend to tear a little bit, in particular where I bend my toes. And the unfortunate thing with this is that there's still a really good tread on the bottom, but the upper just doesn't seem strong enough for those rocky trails that I'm going to be racing on Saturday. This time I'm going to go back to one of my old favourites, and that is the Saucony Peregrines. So these ones are the Peregrine 11s, and I first started wearing these when they were on version 6. And what I liked about them was that they were a much narrower shoe, which again fits my foot, and I also liked the amount of cushioning. Now these shoes have got a really comfy area around the ankle, and I've never had any problems with any rubbing or soreness or anything. When I did try them on in the shop, the logo just here did rub on a bone on the side of my foot, and I was a little concerned that I might get some blisters or some soreness or indeed some rubbing. But I did a 10-mile run in these last weekend on the trails, and I had no problems whatsoever. Now the Canadian Death Race also has a little bit of road running in between all those rugged trails and forest trails. And fortunately, these Peregrines are excellent on the road too, and you can barely tell the difference in terms of them being road shoe or a trail shoe. Saying that, I would not use these as for a road race. What else I like about the Peregrines is they again have a nice rugged sole, and this tread is perfect for those muddier trails, and it also means that you don't trip up over those tree roots because they're not so rugged that you feel clumsy with them on your feet. Now unlike the Salomon trail running shoe, the Peregrines don't have that quick release lace. So you might find that when you come to change your shoes mid-race or when you finish the event, you're going to get dirty hands. But that's okay, because as a trail runner, we really don't mind getting all wet and dirty. So these have also got this sewn-in tongue, which is really great because at least it doesn't slide about when you're running. And as I said, I've got quite a narrow foot, and these shoes are great because they fit my foot quite nicely. Now compared to the first pair of Peregrines that I had, the toe area is a little wider. But that's okay because I did get blisters on the side of my feet years ago, and hopefully I won't have that same problem this time. And it also comes with this rubber bumper here, which is great for avoiding those huge rocks that we sometimes stub with the toes when we do these trail runs. Now I sometimes wear arch support or heel cups, but these shoes I actually think I'll get away without using them because there's plenty of support inside, and again there's that cushioning that I really like when I have a pair of trail shoes. But they're also great because I can feel those rocks beneath my feet, I can feel the ground, and I feel confident running both up and down those hills. Okay, let's go give these a try. So I'm really glad we found this campground, even it is abandoned now. It's got some great little trails around here, both paved and woodland trails. And yeah, I think I can see myself coming here in the not too distant future when I have all the races to prepare for. Great for speed work, and there's some good hills here for doing some of those hill repeats. Now these Peregrines feel really good. I can feel the spring. They're extremely cushioned, and I'm just heading down quite a steep little trail here. It's a little bit damp, a little bit muddy, and so far so good. Now, as I was saying earlier, the Death Race does have some road running. There's approximately 5 or 10 kilometres of it that are on pavement. And now when I've run my Solomons in the past, I found them a little bit less cushioned when it comes to road running. But in all honesty, these Peregrines feel great. And even on this pavement, there's that sponginess that makes it a really comfortable ride. Just another couple of things to say about the Saucony Peregrine. First thing is that they do fit true to size. I'm a size 8.5, these fit me perfectly, and you still get that 0.5 centimetre at the front of the shoe to make sure that you don't get bruised toes. And the other thing to mention, of course, is that if you don't have a matching blue top for these shoes, they do sell them in alternative colours. They have a nice bright pink, and they also have a grey-green colour. So on that note, thanks again for joining us today, folks. It's been great to have you along. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Otherwise, I shall see you all again next time.